Good day, I am Janine Joy T from BSc 3 Block 1. Today I will discuss about the normal flora of the human body. Normal flora are the microorganisms that live on another living organism, human or animal, or inanimate object without causing disease. The human body is not sterile. We become colonized by bacteria flora from the moment we are born. We are covered with and contained within our intestines approximately 100 trillion bacteria that form the normal flora of our bodies. This normal flora helps to prevent us becoming colonized with more dangerous bacteria which might lead to infection. In a healthy human, the internal tissues, example blood, brain, muscle, etc., are normally free of microorganisms. However, the surface tissues, example skin and mucous membranes, are constantly in the contact with environmental organisms and become readily colonized by various microbial species. The mixture of organisms regularly found at any anatomical site is referred to as the normal flora. The normal flora of humans consists of a few eukaryotic fungi and protists, but bacteria are the most numerous and obvious microbial components of the normal flora. A healthy fetus in utero is free from microorganisms. During birth, the infant is exposed to vaginal flora. Within a few hours of birth, oral and nasopharyngeal flora develops, and in a day or two, resident flora of a lower intestine appears. Role of resident flora. Microorganisms that are constantly present on body surfaces are commensals. Their growth in a given area depends upon physiologic factors like temperature, moisture, and the presence of certain nutrients and inhibitory substances. Resident flora of certain areas plays a definite role in maintaining health and normal function. Members of the resident flora in the intestinal tract synthesize vitamin K and aid in absorption of nutrients. In mucous membranes and skin, the resident flora may prevent colonization by pathogens and possible disease through bacterial interference. The mechanism of bacterial interference is not clear. It may involve competition for receptors for binding sites on host cells, competitions for nutrients, mutual inhibition by metabolic of toxic products, mutual inhibition by antibiotic materials or bacteriocins, or other mechanism. Suppression of the normal flora tends to be filled by organisms from the environment or from other parts of the body, and such organisms behave as opportunists and may become pathogens. The normal flora of the skin. Skin is constantly exposed to and is in contact with the environment. The skin is particularly about to contain transient microorganisms. The predominant resident microorganisms of the skin are aerobic and anaerobic diphtheroid bacilli. Normal flora of conjunctiva. The conjunctiva is relatively free from the bacteria due to the presence of lysosome in the tears which flushes the bacteria. Predominant organisms of the eyes are Moraxella, diphtheroids, Strep epidermidis, Moraxella, non-hemolytic streptococci. Normal flora of the nose and nasopharynx. The nasopharynx of the infant is sterile at birth, but in 2 to 3 days time it acquires the flora carried by the mother and attendants. The nasopharynx is natural habitat of the common pathogenic bacteria causing infection of the nose, throat, bronchi, and lungs. Normal flora of the mouth. The mouth contains micrococci, gram-positive aerobic spore-bearing bacilli, coliforms, brutus, and lactobacilli. The gums pockets between the teeth and crypts of the tonsils have a wide spectrum of anaerobic flora like fusiform bacilli, treponemes, lactobacilli, and etc. Candida is also found, and the mouth of infant is not sterile at birth. It generally contains the same types of organisms as found in mother's vagina. These bacteria diminish in number and are replaced by similar bacteria present in the mouth of mother and nurse. Normal flora of the upper respiratory tract. Within 12 hours of birth, alpha hemolytic streptococci are found in upper respiratory tract and become the dominant organism of the oropharynx and remain so for the whole life. In the pharynx are trachea. Similar flora is established. Smaller bronchi and alveoli are normally sterile. Normal flora of gastrointestinal tract. The GI tract of the fetus in utero is sterile. It becomes contaminated with organisms shortly after birth. In breastfed infants, the intestine contains lactobacilli, enterococci, colon bacilli, and staphylococci. In bottle-fed infants, the intestine contains anaerobic lactobacilli, colon bacilli, and anaerobic bacilli, spores-bearing organism. With the change of food, flora changes. Diet has made influence of the compositions of the intestinal and fecal flora. Normal flora of genitalia. Microbacterium smegmatis, a harmless commensal, is found in the secretions of both males and females' genitalia. They may pose and confusion with the tubercle bacilla. Strains of mycoplasma and uroplasma are frequently present as a part of a normal flora. Gardnerella vaginalis bacteroides alpha streptococci have been found in penile uteri. So that's all. Thank you so much.